What the fuck is up, everyone? Prison Meddler here. I'm back with a re-rank. Oh, I need to plug this in. Album re-rank. And as Omi know it, yes, I'm doing Exodus since they have a new album out a few days ago. So, yeah, and I just re-listened to the album. I know, as Omi know, it was out sooner than usual. It's because I did started listening to Exodus while I did revisit Exodus while I was ranking my Seether ranking, which is my last ranking. So yeah. But anyway, yes, I've done Exodus before in the past. It's on my main channel, but it's private. Because I don't know if you guys know that. I know most of y'all do, but I know I've been repeating myself, but it's just only for those people who are new to my channel or that are unaware. It's because I got 2 strikes on my main channel for bullshit reasons. As I mean, Susan is always up on my fucking ass, whatever. So yeah, both strikes should be gone by January. But anyway, enough all that. Let's go ahead and get started with the re-rank. Okay, now starting up at the worst at 11. There's 11 of them now. At number 11, I got their newest album, Persona Non Grata. This isn't a very good album, in my opinion. I was really disappointed. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's an okay album, but I was very, very disappointed. To me, it's like Iron Maiden's Final Frontier. Most of the songs are just way too long and very open spaced. I expected it to be like the Rob Dukes era where has those 6 through 7 minute songs, but they are very open spaced, unlike the Rob Dukes era. And that's not the only problem I had with this album. The other problem I had is Steve Zetro's vocals. His vocals are terrible. I mean, I didn't mind it at first, and then when I started re-listening it, it makes me hate it even more. I mean, especially when he tried to do those growls. They sound terrible. And he's all, that's what he's all like. That's what he sounds like throughout the album. But there's the few songs I like from this album: Persona Non Grata, Prescribing Horror, Clickbait, and Lunatic Liar Lord. So yeah, those are the only 4 songs I like from this album. The rest, I just don't care for. Couldn't get into them. So I would give it a 4 out of 10. It's a meh album. I would have given it a 3 out of 10, but the reason why I didn't is because of these 4 great songs I like from this album. I do like a few things from this album, so I decided to give it a 4 out of 10. So yeah, Exodus, Persona Non Grata would have to be at their worst at number 11. Okay, now at number 10, I got Force of Habit. Last time I think I put it as their worst. Now, I'm gonna be honest, this album did grow into me a lot more. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, meow. This is Charles. I think y'all met him before. 13 years old cat. Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This album did grow into me a bit, but it still managed to be at the near bottom. But, I do like the reason why I put it really low is because this album is just way too long for me. It's like it's over an hour long. And the songs I do like from here are Thorn in My Side, Me, Myself, and I, Fuel for the Fire, Count Your Blessings, Time Before the Fall, Architect of Pain, Marka Punk's favorite song, and Feeding Time at the Zoo. So yeah, those are the songs I like. It's not a bad album. It's just a lot of filler, and it just takes way too long to get through. So, but it does have plenty of enjoyable moments, so I'll give it a 5 out of 10. I do enjoy half of this album, so yeah, that's all I had to say about this one. Force of Habit would be my second least favorite. It's now my second least favorite at number 10. Okay, now at number 9, another album that grew into me would be Impact is Imminent. If I said that right. I still can't take the cover very serious for some reason. it's just the band being chased by a pinball. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'll admit this album did grow on me. I can see why many people hate it because of its lazy sounding production and rushed songwritings. But I do quite enjoy it, and it did grow into me a lot more. And the songs I do like from here are the fuck. Where did it go? Oh, the songs I do like from here are Impact is Imminent, AWOL, Within the Walls of Chaos, Changing of the Ground, and Thrash Under Pressure. Now, I know some of you guys may notice that why I like 5 songs from Impact is Imminent, but I like 7 songs from Force of Habit, and why I put Impact over Force of Habit. Well, let me explain why. It's because Impact is like under 50 minutes, and that album has 9 songs. Force of Habit has 13 songs. Plus, Force of Habit is way over an hour long, but Impact is Imminent is I think under 50 minutes, I believe. So I decided to be fair here. So I know it may seem confusing, but it is what it is. That's how I do in my ranking. So yeah. But hopefully y'all understand why I put it above Force of Habit. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It did grow onto me a bit more. So, and that's all I have to say. So, Impact is sorry, I can't say the last word right, but whatever. Is Imminent, but have to be at number 9 for me. Fucking allergies. Excuse me. Oh, fuck. Sorry, guys. Allergies. Fucking hate it. Okay. Number 8. I got... It used to be in my top 5, but now it dropped down because... I still like it, but it's gonna have to be Exhibit B, The Human Condition. I still love the album. I still enjoy the Rob Dukes era, but the reason why I drop it down is because, some of the songs on there got really old to me, and I just stopped caring for them, for the songs. But I still enjoy it nonetheless. Don't get me wrong. I do enjoy it. It's still a good album. But, yeah, as all me know, it continues off with their last album, The Atrocity Exhibition. The Atrocity album, their last album. Sorry it's a long-ass word. I'm tired. But anyway, yeah, so this is Exhibit B, which is part 2 of the Exhibit trilogy. But I'll talk about that album later whenever I get there. So, yeah, it pretty much took right off, as you may know, the outro of Battling 123 is the intro of the first track. So, yeah. The songs I do like from this album are... Sorry, guys. Songs I do like from Exhibit B is The Ballad of Leonard and Charles, Beyond the Pale, kind of reminds me of a Machine Head song. Class Dismissed, A Hate Prime, Downfall, Burn Hollywood Burn, and The Sun is My Destroyer. So, yeah, those are the 6 songs I like. Again, now, why I put it above Force of Habit is because I feel like the best songs on here are a lot stronger and heavier and more brutal. That's why I had to put it a little bit above Force of Habit. Yeah, I know it may sound a bit hypocritical. I know. It's just how I do with my rankings. It's not only because how many songs I like more on this album. It's basically the quality and the themes on this album that I like. That's how I do it in my rankings. I'll give this album a 7 out of 10. It's a good album nowadays. So, yeah. Exhibit B, The Human Collection, will have to be at number 8. Okay, now at number 7. Or Human Condition, not Collection. What the hell? Sorry, guys, I'm way off today. Alright, number 7, I got Blood In, Blood Out. This is, their first album with Steve Zetro returning to the band. This album came out in 2014. Their last album until their new album that came out this year. 7 years. God damn, that's a long time. I was in high school 7 years ago. But anyway, Blood In, Blood Out. Awesome, cool return album. But it's not one of my favorites. There's way other albums that are better. But it's a cool return of Steve Zetro. I'm not gonna lie, it's a cool return. I'll give it that. But the songs The songs I do like from Blood In, Blood Out would be Black 13, Blood In, Blood Out, Salt the Wound, which features Kirk Hammett of Metallica. Fun fact, Kirk Hammett was one of the original members of Exodus before he replaced Dave Mustaine to Metallica. Body Harvest, BTK featuring Chuck Billy of Testament. I've done a Testament ranking before in the past, but I haven't done a re-ranking on them yet. Will I do it? Not right now, but I will in the future whenever I feel like it. But yeah, I will do Testament re-ranking some other time. Wrapped in the Arms of Rage, and I definitely enjoy this album nonetheless, but not their best. I prefer their other albums more. So it has to be at number 7 for me. So yeah, it's a 7 out of 10. I'm also giving it 7 out of 10. So yeah, moving on. Okay, now at number 6. This is the album that used to be at the near bottom, but it did grow on to me a whole lot nowadays. And at number 6, I'm going to pick Pleasures of the Flesh. I think this used to be my second or third least favorite. I don't remember on my first ranking, but now it grew on to me and it moved up to, I think I put it at 9 last time, I think. But now the album grew up to me and it went up to number 6 now. I know many hardcore old school Exodus fans will put this as their favorite or second or third favorite. Now, yeah, I know this may be a bit controversial, but I'm not born in the 80s, just to let y'all know. So yeah. But the songs I do like from Pleasures of the Flesh are, let me look. Okay, here are the songs I like from this album. Derange, Parasite, Brain Dead, Pleasures of the Flesh, Seeds of Hate, Chemical, and Choose Your Weapon. So yeah, these are the songs I do like from this album. The reason why I didn't put it at the near top is because I'm a bit too underwhelmed with this album, but it did grow on to me a lot more. So I'll give it that, and I'm going to give this a 8 out of 10. I really do think it's a great album, but it's not my favorite from them, so, and it ended up at number 6 for me. Why? I don't know why. It's as high as I can put it, guys. At least it grew into me a lot more. That's all that matters. So, Pleasures of the Flesh would have to be at number 6 for me. Okay, now at number 5, I got Shovelhead Kill Machine. This is their first album with Rob Dukes. And, oh yes, this album, I think I put it lower too, and it definitely grew on me a lot more. This one has more like a death metal vocals from Rob Dukes. And yes, this album is brutal from start to finish. And here are the songs I really do like. Oh, there it is. Raise, Death Amphetamines, an awesome song. Karma's Messenger, Shudder to Think, Altered Boy, Going, Going, Gone, 44 Magnum Opus, and Shovel-Headed Kill Machine. So yeah, this is a fantastic album. It's not one of my favorites, but I wouldn't argue on why it's your favorite. And this is just a brutal album. And Paul Beloff, he's the replacement for Dave Lovato from Slayer. And holy shit, for you guys who says that he sucks in Slayer, listen to him on this album. He fucking kicks the shit out of the double bass on this album. He just made this album so brutal. You should give that guy a chance. I don't know why. Why is the hate for this guy? I don't understand. That's because they haven't listened to this album? I don't know. But this is one brutal album. And I fucking love the cover. That looks badass as hell. And yeah, I'm also giving it an 8 out of 10. I don't know if I said that before, but I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Great album. And yeah, Shovel-Headed Kill Machine comes in at number 5. Okay, now at number 4. Number 4, I got The Atrocity Exhibition, Exhibit A. I think last time I put it as my number 1 favorite, but now it dropped down to 4. I still love the album, don't get me wrong. It's because I think my top 3 now has grown on me a lot more. That's mainly why. So yeah, but yeah, 4 to 1 is where I like all songs, by the way, just so y'all know. So yeah, here are the songs. No, I'm not including the intro track. God damn, where the hell is it? Alright, here are the songs. Riot Act, Funeral Hymn, Children of the Worthless God. Children of the Worthless God sounds like a Mastodon song for some reason. I don't know why. Speaking of Mastodon, I do have thoughts on ranking them after I'm done with the re-ranks. Just so you know, I do have thoughts on ranking them. Anyway, As It Was, As Soon Shall Be, The Atrocity Exhibition. I don't know if it's still my number one favorite, but I still love the fuck out of that song, by the way. It sorry if I pronounced that wrong. The Garden of Bleeding and Bedlam 123, which I mentioned that song before. That it's the outro that I was talking about. That it takes you to the intro of the Ballad of Leonard and Charles. So yeah, and then there's a country version of Bonded by Blood, which is a hidden track, which is funny. I find that funny. So yeah. But anyways, brutal as fuck album. I don't see the hate for this album. When I looked at most of the rate, many people would put it as their worst, which I don't understand why. Because it sounded different, or I don't know. I just don't get it. But anyway, yeah, I'll give this a 9 out of 10. Amazing album nowadays, but it's no longer my favorite, but this doesn't mean I like this album less. So, yeah. Atrocity Exhibition, Exhibit A, would have to be at number 4 for me. Okay, now top 3. Top 3 is all 10 out of 10. This is where I listen to the most. And at number 3, I got Fabulous Disaster. Masterpiece album. Definitely an old school classic album. I think I put it in my top 5 in the past before. I don't remember what number where I put it. But yeah, I still love the fuck out of this album. Definitely a thrash classic in the 80s. So yeah, the songs I do like from here are The Last Act of Defiance, Fabulous Disaster. The Toxic Waltz is an awesome song. Lowrider, which is a cover from Korn. No, I'm sorry, not Korn. War. Yeah, Korn did a cover on their Life is Peachy. Oh, Jesus Christ. My bad, guys. I'm so off. Cajun Hell, Like Father, Like Son. Corruption, Verbal Razors, and Open Season. And then there's a bonus track, Overdose, which is an AC/DC cover, which I've been trying to rank that band for over a year now. Maybe after my Mastodon ranking, I don't know. I think I'm ready to do longer rankings now. Since the last long ranking I've done was Motorhead, and oh my god, it took me forever. It was hell. But besides all that, yeah, perfect album. 10 out of 10. Fabulous Disaster is at number 3 for me. Okay, now at number 2, I got their debut, Bonded by Blood. Masterpiece album. Definitely a thrash classic. I know most of you would put it at 1. I wouldn't argue on that. I would not. But it's at number 2 for me, which I'll talk about it later. Yeah, a fucking classic album. I do enjoy it. I think this is the only album with Paul Baloff on vocals. And then, sadly, he passed away in the early 2000s. I think 2001, I believe, or 2002. But, yeah. Yeah, I fucking love his vocals in this album. So, yeah, I love all 9 songs. Bonded by Blood, Exodus, and then There Were None. Lesson in Violence, Metal Command. Piranha's an awesome song. No Love, Deliver Us to Evil, and Strike of the Beast. That's an awesome fucking song. I remember, yeah, there's a live version with Rob Dukes on vocals with the mosh pit. Brutal as fuck. But yeah, excuse me. Anyway, classic album, nothing else to say. 10 out of 10. So yeah, Bonded by Blood will have to be at number 2 for me. And number 1, this may be a little controversial, but I got Tempo of the Damned. Yep, unfortunately, it's up to number 1 now. And I noticed this is their first album in 12 years. Their last album was Force of Habit, which came out in 1992. This album came out in 2004. So it's been 12 years since Exodus released an album, which is their longest gap. So yeah. Classic album. Yeah, I'm calling it a classic now. Fuck it. I mean, since this album is almost 20 years old. So, yeah, amazing album from start to finish. I love all the songs, including the AC/DC cover. They did another AC/DC cover, which is one of their most popular songs, Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap. So, yeah, all 10 songs, which I fucking love all of it. Scars, Sprangled Banner, War is My Shepherd's an awesome song. So was Blacklist is another awesome fucking song. Shroud of Urine, Foremarch, Calling the Herd, Sealed with the Fist. No, I meant that, not that. Throwing Down, Impaler's an awesome fucking song. What's special about this? I think this was originally going to be on Bonded by Blood album, but it didn't be. But it wasn't on the album for some reason. I think it's because Kirk Hammett wrote it. And then, not last but not least, Temple of the Dam. Such a fucking killer album. This is now my favorite Exodus album from start to finish. I just love the guitar works from Gary Holt. His Cetro's vocals is outstanding. Sadly, I don't think there's going to be a vocals like that ever again. Everything, the production is perfect. Everything about this album is perfect. So yeah, nowadays, it's a 10 out of 10, of course. So yeah, nowadays, Tempo of the Dam is now my favorite Exodus album. And that's my re-ranking for the Exodus albums from worst to best. As I may know, my next re-rank will be Bullet for My Valentine, since they also released a new album. But it's not going to be for a while. It's because I'm more focused on my Nightmare on Elm Street rankings, since that's more my priority than my Bullet for My Valentine ranking, since I'm also now doing movie franchise ranking now, horror movie franchise ranking, since my last 3 ranking I done was Halloween, Hatchet, and Friday the 13th. Halloween's is private on my main channel, as I said it before in the beginning. So yeah, the next one I'm doing is Nightmare on Elm Street, so I'm more focused on that right now. And whenever I'm done with it, then I'll get back to Bullet for My Valentine ranking. So yeah, and that's pretty much it I have to say here, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the fuck out of here. So if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to me if you haven't. Click the bell with a notification. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and most importantly, share this video so I can get more views and subscribers. So till then, I'll see you all next time. Peace out, everyone.